to another episode of Inside the Can, your guide inside the hottest, most honest trash talk. My name's JT, and for your viewing pleasure, Sensei Tyler. Appreciate you joining us today to get to know your waste inside and out. This week, we'll be exploring the do's and don'ts of garbage cart etiquette. Joining us is another trash expert, and just so happens to be our fleet and route manager, Mr. Ben Larson.
Thank you, guys. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah. Thanks for taking time out of your busy day to fit us in.
Yeah, all of us. Thank you.
Yeah. It is kind of tricky to make this happen.
Yeah,
three of us at the same time.
Especially with one driver on a honeymoon.
Yep.
It's just been kind of a crazy couple of weeks here.
Pull together and figure it out.
Yeah.
That's right.
Let's start off with what is the difference between a garbage can and a garbage cart?
Well, a garbage can is something you probably got somewhere else. We deliver the garbage carts.
Cart has wheels.
So you can roll it out.
Yeah, you don't have to carry it. It's a garbage cart.
And it's compatible with our cart tippers or arms also.
That was my biggest thing, is I wanted to call them cans, and everyone's like carts. I'm like, what's the difference?
You can call it what you want, but
yeah.
And most people don't know that difference. Nobody really nerds out over garbage carts like we do.
Yep.
Part of this whole series that we've been doing is just to try to spread awareness of different things people don't necessarily think about when it comes to garbage. And so we really kind of wanted to focus this episode on those little things. You know, we send out a letter when you sign up, and we kind of go over all those little basic things. But let's be real, nobody really ever reads those.
Sure.
So let's just kind of talk about some of those things as far as what to expect, how to do it, what not to do.
And this is gripping information, folks, so pay close attention.
Yeah. What time does my can need to be out?
A lot of people want to wait, do it like half an hour before they are going to be picked up, but changing schedules and people being on vacation, weather situations, I think it's best to put it out either 5 o'clock in the morning or the night before.
That's kind of what we tell people is no later than 5 a.m. That's when our residential trucks roll out of the shop. So if they're out by then, we won't miss them.
And we all know that we got bears around here. So waiting for the last minute is what a lot of people like to do.
Understandable too.
Yep. But like you said, we got a driver on vacation and somebody else takes over.
Yep.
Sometimes we fill in those gaps and we use two different drivers to cover a route.
Yep. Good example of that is this week. Today we had missed pickups because our driver was an hour and a half ahead of schedule. So we had to send another truck back to get them. And very, very costly.
Yeah. That's one of our biggest inefficiencies, missed stops. Either people not knowing what day it is or what time they should have it out. So, yeah, that's a great question.
So a follow-up question on that is, if I don't get my can out and a truck comes earlier than expected, is there any cost associated with going back and getting that can picked up?
Unfortunately, with the way everybody needs to be paid and trucks don't run on fairy dust, they run on fuel, which is going up. So
that's a good one.
Yeah, we need to charge accordingly. One thing I like to tell our customers is reach out as soon as possible. Our ladies and everybody in the office is really willing and customer friendly. They want to help you. So if you can call sooner the better, and then we'll try to accommodate that.
They're very expensive to operate between the truck itself, wear and tear, fuel, driver, insurance. So if we have to go 20 miles away to make an extra stop, you're essentially adding 45 minutes to an hour, which the actual cost to the business is up to like $150. We don't pass that whole cost on. I would love to, but it's just too much to bear. So there is a trip fee associated with extra callbacks. If it's no fault of ours, we were there on time, did our thing, and you need us to come back, there's typically a trip fee associated with that. I just want to throw in one thing here. It's garbage day, not garbage hour.
Yep.
Ooh, I like that.
And like people that count on be within 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You know,
and then people get in those routines where they're used to their drivers coming.
And we like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the kind of service we like to provide.
Yep.
But unfortunately, there are days and situations where we can't be exact like that every week.
Yep. Yeah, that's good.
Is there a correct way to place your cart for pickup?
Yes, for the love of God, there is.
Yes, let's straighten it out, people. Let's get it out to the curb or the end of your driveway, facing the correct way with the handles away from the road and the front of the can opening towards the road. It makes it for a cleaner pickup. It makes it for less can damage. It just makes it everything just smoother. We prefer that. And getting it out far enough for the automated arms is another huge thing. If we have to get out and do that, that's just a little bit more time that it takes us to provide a good service to everybody.
And the one piece to that you touched on, the cleaner pickup, most people have no idea of this, but if you put your cart out backwards so the handle faces the road, when our truck dumps it, all of the garbage in your can is rolling right over the handle of it.
Yeah.
So then when you come out to grab your cart to bring it back to the house, you're grabbing all that garbage juice, whatever's on there. So if the handle is facing the house, 99% of the time you won't get anything on the handle. It'll keep it clean for you.
So we're also going to cover that because if you're properly putting your garbage in your cart, it should be bagged up and you shouldn't have a whole lot.
Bags leak, and freezing fish guts and bagging cat litter are the two number one things I would say.
Thank you, cat litter.
Yeah.
Ooh, cat litter. I didn't even think of that one.
Well, that's one of the worst things.
It gets in any little crevice and doesn't leave unless you physically remove it, basically.
Yeah, some individual like Ben has to go in there and scrape that stuff out.
Yep.
Put it in a bag, man.
Or train your cats to use the toilet.
That's number one option. Cats don't have opposable thumbs, but they don't have to flush. They just have to use the toilet.
Can you milk me?
Yes, Greg.
Just had to throw that in there.
That's good. And on your point, bagging the trash is not only good for us as garbologists, it's even better for your environment, for your neighborhood. When you throw loose trash in, or if it's in a bag and not tied shut, when the truck dumps that thing, if there's any kind of breeze, anything light will blow right out of there and it'll blow right down through the neighborhood. The county landfill requires your garbage to be bagged. It's a county ordinance. Bag it, tie it shut, it'll keep the whole environment cleaner.
One of the things I've always enjoyed about my job here is that I feel like we are stewards of the environment and making sure that stuff gets to the right place.
Absolutely.
Actually, I've got a fun little fact on that. It says here that communities that prioritize effective waste management often see substantial improvements in their environmental quality. But let's go back to cart placement. So we got orientation, wheels, handles towards the house.
Yep.
That's how that goes.
See.
Now, how about clearance? How far away do we need to make sure things are parked, or like trees, mailboxes? Like if I'm placing either my cart or my dumpster, how much clearance does that truck need to actually pick it up?
Good question.
Yeah, all of it. It needs all of that clearance.
The cart's minimum 3 feet all the way around it. Also, when that arm picks up your residential cart, it swings out a little bit, like back toward the house. So you don't want to put it right against a garage or a car or something because it'll hit it. 3 feet of clearance minimum and nothing gets damaged. Now, the dumpster thing, that's something we struggle with often.
Yeah.
People want to build enclosures to make things look nice, but they build them barely bigger than the dumpster. Well, a rear load container, the truck has to back up to the dumpster to empty, and the truck is 2 feet wider than the dumpster. So automatically you need that extra space. But then once that truck is in there, your driver has to walk in there to dump it. So you've got to add that extra space. You know what I mean? And if you're going to do an enclosure, call us and we'll advise you on the size.
One thing that gets me going is when I'm driving through my neighborhood in the morning, especially with like low light, when people put their carts out in the roadway.
Oh, yeah.
Keep it in your driveway so you don't need to block the mailman.
That's a great point, is the mailman. We come once a week, they come every day. And if our garbage can is out in front of their mailbox, it creates a lot of extra work for them.
Right.
There's also local ordinances and state statutes that govern placement of garbage cans. You can't put it on the road. It's illegal.
Dangerous. Right.
And, yeah, dangerous.
Right. Any more about can placement, obstructions, orientation, clearance?
Yeah, there's one thing. If you put something by your garbage can, we automatically assume that is garbage.
We've thrown away a purse. We've thrown away family heirlooms. Like a guy was redoing a food trailer, and he had all the cabinetry and everything out piled up, touching the dumpster in the middle of the field, nothing around it. So our driver took it as garbage, you know.
And a picture is proof, too.
Yep.
We take pictures.
So yeah, anything of value, don't put it next to your garbage, because we like to leave it cleaner than when we find it.
So if I have my own cans that maybe I bought at Menards or Home Depot, can I use, or should I use those to leave my extras out, or do I just put the bags on the ground?
You can definitely use that, and we can transfer it from your can to our cart. So yeah, please, if you have it, use it.
Keeps critters from tearing it apart in the neighborhood.
If I know I'm going to have extras, should I be calling into the office and letting them know ahead of time?
I always think more information is good. So yeah, please reach out with any kind of questions, or if you have extras or something like that, we also will record it and charge you accordingly and take care of you in any way you can.
So you said charge you accordingly. What items would consider extra charges?
Anything that doesn't fit inside your cart could be charged extra. That's the biggest thing that I try and get people to understand is they're paying for a volume. They're paying for 65 gallon, 95 gallon, whatever it is. What they're paying is getting them that volume. So if there's extra volume, there needs to be more compensation.
Because it costs you more.
Yeah, it costs the company more to get rid of it.
What are prohibited items that should never go in my can?
Electronics are a big one. Wet paint. And now with technology is lithium batteries, with the vapes and cell phones, people think it's easy to just throw it away. Well, it's not the proper way, and it also is very dangerous for people that are hauling it. And landfill or transfer station, it causes serious damage.
Literally think every episode.
Everyone, I think we've talked about batteries. I was going to say, are you guys paying attention? It's a very important issue.
Stop putting your batteries in the garbage.
Any rechargeable battery of any sort.
Yeah.
So obviously hazardous waste, like you talking about paint, they can never go in our garbage. Chemicals, tires. The other big one that we had the other day was concrete.
Yeah, that costs a lot of money and damage to one of our trucks. Big chunks of concrete. Ripped a hole right in the hopper. It's very expensive.
What about other kinds of waste? Like, let's say spring cleanup and cut the grass, trim some trees.
All that stuff can be mulched and be very good stuff for your later down the road for your garden and stuff like that. So,
and it can't go. It's a county ordinance. They don't want yard waste in the sanitary landfill.
It takes up a lot of space that's very valuable.
So we don't want to waste that valuable space with putting more dirt in it.
Right. Yep.
So no yard waste.
No yard waste.
What do I do if I have a question on what can be put in my cart?
You can email us. You can call us. Just reach out and touch someone. Give us a call. Let us see how we can help you. Everybody in the office is very knowledgeable and want to give you the help and the correct answers to get you successfully taken care of.
So the common theme here is any question you have, make sure you call before you do it.
We like to talk garbage.
Obviously, we're sitting in a dumpster,
Yeah,
right? As far as etiquette goes, I think we've pretty well covered the bagging, the not bagging, the cart placement, of recycling, all that good stuff.
I was mentioning to JT yesterday about tradition too, that we're third generation family owned, and Dick and Kay and Robbie and Taryn, and now Tyler. We just had a great foundation that we're building off of and growing from still too, and keeping it local. I had some customers and they're like, "What are you gonna do with that tip?" And whatnot. And I'm like, "Go to Rafferty's." Just trying to keep things local because we're gonna support you just like you support us. So
that's right. Good point, Ben.
I have one last question. What bad habit chaps your the most?
Interesting. Yeah.
That's a good question.
I probably have a top 5, but
top 5.
But mainly just give us some room. Slow down. We're just trying to do a job and trying to get home too and do it safely and provide that service and do it well.
Good one.
Yeah.
I was actually gonna, if he didn't say this, the one that chaps my the most is exactly what he said about getting it out on time and being honest. We have a lot of times it's happened where somebody doesn't get it out on time. They don't want to pay for the trip fee, so they blame us and say, you drove right by it. It's been out since last Thursday. So now our drivers take a lot of extra time now because there's so many stops where we make them take a picture if the cart's not out because it's been a problem in the past. Just be honest. We will be honest. I mean, we make mistakes. We can drive by your cart sometimes, but what chaps your ass the most?
Chaps my ass the most is when I get in trouble for calling it a can.
Around here, we're pretty loose with our can terminology. So.
And I know this isn't etiquette or anything like that, but there's a lot of extra services, and if you're got a custom service that you are kind of thinking or needing, we'll customize your services.
Best we can, yeah.
Yeah, we'll try to make things work, and we charge accordingly for what service we provide, and then there's enclosures people walk up for, there's drive-ins, there's bare carts, there's bare dumpsters, whatever we can do.
Speaking of garbage, there's a rumor running around here that we might have hired a couple of guys from the Luce Libre.
I'm not at liberty to discuss that just yet, but we may have.
Yeah?
Yep, may have. I'm not saying I hired them. I'm just saying I met a couple of them.
Oh.
I've interviewed.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I am impressed. I'll say that.
Mr. Ben, thank you again for coming in, talking trash with us.
Thank you guys.
Pleasure.
Look forward to being back sometime.
Oh, you'll be back.
Oh, you'll be back. This has been another edition of Inside the Can. Follow us on your favorite social media sites so you don't miss our next aromatic adventure. because being trashy is much more sophisticated than you think.
Here, here.
Go pet, just touch.
Why?